Hi, in this video we're going to demonstrate ETNA robo-advisor. So our robo-advisor is a white label online platform for digital advisors, robo-advisory firms, and registered investment advisors. So let's go over the main advantages of robo-advisor, and then we're going to demonstrate the product and see how it actually works in real life. Alright, so ETNA robo-advisor is distributed under the platform as a service model, meaning that it offers all-inclusive technology that requires no development on the client side. So features like client onboarding, account funding, automatic portfolio rebalancing are available out of the box, so you can immediately start using the product and offer it to your customers. ETNA robo-advisor is hosted on your domain, so as you start using the product, you can immediately host it on your specific domain. So for example, you can create a subdomain like portfolio.yourcompany.com, and when your users open this URL, they will see your instance of the robo-advisor. They can immediately sign up, deposit funds into their trading accounts, and once the clearing firm approves their trading account, they can immediately start investing their money according to their investment strategy. So being a white label platform, ETNA robo-advisor allows you to customize logos, social media links, contact information, and everything else. So when your customers go to your subdomain with the robo-advisor, they see a private labeled instance of the robo-advisor with your logos, your social media links, and it looks pretty much like your own product. So ETNA robo-advisor offers a wide selection of risk-based investment strategies. So if your customers are primarily conservative investors, they can choose the low risk, low return strategy. But if they're feeling particularly aggressive, they can choose a more high risk, high return portfolio. And obviously, all of these strategies are completely customizable, so you can go to our special back office and configure all of those strategies. You can specify the percentage for fixed income, equities, and specify a specific percentage for each security that will be in the portfolio. And as we have already mentioned, ETNA robo-advisor comes with out-of-the-box integration with clearing firms and banks. So when your customers sign up, they can hook up their banking account and deposit their money. And in a few days, once the clearing firm approves their trading account, they can immediately start their automatic investments. And last but not least is the cross-platform availability. So because robo-advisor is an HTML5 web app, it is completely optimized for all devices, so it can work equally well on desktops, on Mac, on Windows, on tablets, on smartphones, and pretty much every other gadget that supports web browsers. Alright, so now let's see how ETNA robo-advisor actually works in real life. So as we have already said, ETNA robo-advisor is hosted on your domain. So as you can imagine, the robo-advisor will be hosted on one of your subdomains. So it can be something like ra.yourcompany.com or something like that. So when your users open the robo-advisor, the first thing they see is the portfolio tab. And the portfolio tab shows the general overview of the account. It shows the account current balance, shows the current earnings, and the current return. So moving downward, you can see the chart that displays the historical value of the account's balance. So as you can see, the account balance was pretty stable right here. Then we had a slight dip, followed by a recovery. And from then on, the account balance was pretty much stable. And your users can also view the historical value of the balance for different time frames. So you have 1 week, 1 month, 1 quarter, 1 year, and the history of the account's balance from the moment it was created. Alright, so moving on, down below we have the visual representation of the portfolio. So as you can see on this pie chart, about 65% of the portfolio is in fixed income, while the remaining roughly 35% are in equities. So as you can see in this table, we have about 34% in equity, to be precise, and 65.5% in fixed income. Now, according to our investment model, we target 35% for equities and 65% of the portfolio for fixed income. So this deviation results from market fluctuations. So if the equity portfolio depreciates because of some market drop, the actual number will be lower than the target, or higher if the market increases. And as you can see, we have a little bit of cash, and during the next rebalancing, this cash will be invested according to the investment model. Alright, so let's explore different investment models. So if your users want to change their model, they can click Change Model. And here they can select among the predefined investment models. So you have conservative, aggressive, you have various growth-oriented portfolios, high-risk models, moderate risk. You could also have portfolios with a special theme, so you can have space exploration, sports, technology. As we said earlier, all of these models are completely configurable, so you can go to our back office for administrators and configure how much equity and how much fixed income is in each portfolio. Now, obviously, your users can switch their models at any time, and during the next rebalancing, their portfolios will be rearranged depending on the new model. Alright, so let's quickly look at the Activity tab. So here you can see the history of various transactions like purchasing securities, selling them, depositing funds, withdrawing funds, and pretty much all other transactions that can take place on the trading account. And finally, the third tab is the Funding tab. And here the trader can attach their banking account to their trading account, so they can quickly deposit money to their account or withdraw money from it. And down below you have the history of all money transfers. And if the trader wants to change their bank, they can click Change Bank and attach a new banking account to their trading account. Alright, so the last page worth exploring is the Settings tab. So here the trader can update their information, they can add a new account, so they can have one account with a high risk, high return strategy, the other account can be dedicated to space explorations or electric cars, and all of these accounts can pretty much coexist with each other. Each account has its own banking account, has its own clearing account, and they will never conflict with each other. So under Appearance, you can select your time zone and you can toggle the dark mode. And the last tab is Security, so here you can change your password, you can enable two-factor authentication, and also here you can perform various third-party integrations. Alright, so now let's explore how you can configure a new investment model. So investment models can be configured from our more professional software for traders called ETNA Trader. So you can go to demo.etnatrader.com. So here you can add a widget called RIA models. So let's expand that. So these are all of the available models. You can edit them, you can delete them, and you can add a new model. So let's add a new model. So let's call it FANG. Let's add a description. Let's make it visible in the robo-advisor for your users. Alright, so let's bind a security. Let's select Facebook. Let's target 20%. And tolerance will be 5%. Now, tolerance is a percentage value that defines the limit for price deviations. If we want Facebook to be 20% of our portfolio and eventually it becomes 25.1, this 5.1 difference is higher than the tolerance, and so the portfolio will be rebalanced in such a way that Facebook will once again become 20% of the portfolio. And similarly, if it goes down by more than 5%, so it's going to go down to 14.9, during the next rebalancing, the number of Facebook shares in the portfolio will be increased so that in total they will represent 20% of the portfolio. So let's bind the remaining 3 securities. And also, in addition to securities, you can also bind models. So your model can actually be a collection of other models. So maybe you want half of your portfolio to be a low risk, low return model, and the remaining half will be space exploration. So you can do that. So you can click bind model, and you can select sports, space exploration, solar energy, or pretty much any other model. But obviously make sure that all of your securities and models in total add up to 100%. Alright, so now we're all set. Let's click OK. And let's go back to the robo-advisor. Alright, so now if we want to change our model to FANG, we can click Change Model. We can select FANG, confirm. Alright, so now as you can see, the actual figures are 0, but our targets are 30, 20, 20, and 30. During the next rebalancing, our previously owned securities will be sold, and the funds will be used to buy the FANG stocks according to their target percentages. Alright, so we also want to show you how robo-advisor looks on different platforms. So as we've already mentioned, the robo-advisor is an HTML5 web app. So it looks great on all platforms like desktops, tablets, smartphones, and other gadgets with web browsers. So here you can see robo-advisor on the iPad. You can change your models, you can review the activity. So the functionality here is identical. And here you can see the robo-advisor in action on a smartphone. So you can review your models, your gains, your returns. You can look through your history of transactions and so forth. And as a matter of fact, the robo-advisor can also be opened on the Apple Watch. So if your customers want to quickly glance at their earnings from their wrists, so they can do it by opening robo-advisor on their watches and then quickly look at their earnings, returns, and the structure of their portfolio. Alright, so the last thing we want to mention is the compatibility with ETNA Trader. So as we've already said, in addition to robo-advisor, we also have our professional tool for traders called ETNA Trader. So if your users are new investors and they're not really sure which path they want to go, whether they want to dedicate more time for professional trading, or maybe they want to delegate this responsibility to the robo-advisor, you can offer them both choices. And as a matter of fact, if you have an account in the robo-advisor, you can use it in ETNA Trader and vice versa. So if you have a robo-advisor client that wants to get into professional trading, they can use their existing robo-advisor accounts to open up ETNA Trader and start trading professionally. And similarly, if you already use ETNA Trader and you want to dedicate some of your funds to the robo-advisor, you can log into the robo-advisor and start investing a fraction of your funds with the automatic investment models. For this reason, we differentiate between trades placed in the robo-advisor and in ETNA Trader. So the funds used for professional trading will not be used for robo-advisor and vice versa. So for example, a new trader can split their portfolio into two halves. The first one will be managed by the robo-advisor and the other half will be managed directly by the investor. Alright, so that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Feel free to send us an email at sales@etnatrader.com and we'll get back to you shortly. So thank you for watching and we'll see you again in the next video. Bye.